Hello, my very most beautiful Geminis. How is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So, my lovelies, we are going to be doing your July 11th weekly reading. This is a general reading, and it may not be able to resonate for all of you. So, if you want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do have personals open, and everything that you'll need to know will be in the description box below for you. So, Archangels, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding for my very most beautiful Geminis, please. May the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through. And may they please find those who need to hear it. Please show me Gemini's energy. A very clear message with a very clear understanding. All right, my loves, let's take a look and see what we've got going on for you. You have the Three of Cups in the reverse here for your general overall energy. You have the Empress in the reverse, the World card in the reverse, the Seven of Wands in the reverse, and then the Nine of Swords. It's like there's something here that still feels very open to you. It's like it feels like it's not completed. It still feels very open. Some of you guys could have been hoping for some kind of reconciliation here, especially with this Nine of Cups being right underneath it. It just feels like you don't want this to be the end. You have the the Seven of Wands here in the reverse. You could start to be having your doubts, and you could want somebody to kind of let their guard down when it comes to you. Some of you guys could be having your doubts that this is something that's going to, be able to happen. I feel like it's been on your mind a lot. I feel like you're very upset about this. For others of you, I also feel like the Seven of Wands can be you wanting somebody to kind of let their guard down, somebody to let you in. You feel like there's some distance and space between the two of you. Maybe you guys have grown apart with that Empress in the reverse energy. You could feel like somebody's not attracted to you the same way that they used to be. I just feel like there's a lot of, like what ifs kind of running through your mind. I feel like that's an energy that's coming through, and maybe this is something that you guys have been hoping for, and it's just taking a lot longer than you thought it was going to. So it's really got you in your head like, well, what if it's this, or what if it's that? Show me the person that Gemini is dealing with in this situation. What is their energy towards Gemini? Now keep in mind, guys, that these are only weekly energies. So these are not going to be like permanent outcomes or anything. It's just where the energy lies for this week. All right, we've got the Eight of Swords in the reverse here for their general overall energy. They have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands in the reverse. I feel like this person is working on trying to release it. I feel like there could have been a lot of pain between the both of you. I feel like this is somebody that you've had, especially with the World card showing up. I feel like this is somebody that you have been through a lot with, okay? I feel like both people have been hurt. You guys have both just been through a lot trying to make something work here. I feel like they're trying to release this here. I don't think it's easy for them. Okay, so if they're acting like they just don't care, or things are, like they're not affected by your absence, I don't think that's the case at all. I do feel like, they're struggling to release this, but they still are trying to. I feel like they could be trying to like turn off their emotions when it comes to this. They are trying to, not think about you, not dwell in that energy, trying to like not get into their feelings. It's like they're almost trying to close off to them a little bit. And that could make them seem a little bit cold or not compassionate or not caring, when I don't think that's the case. I feel like that's what they have to do in order to be able to keep moving forward with releasing you. They have the Four of Pentacles here in their heart space. So yeah, this is like, I do feel like it is them still holding on to you, but you can see the pentacle here over top of his heart. It's almost like a shield. I do feel like he's really, really in this protective energy. So it's almost like they could be coming off as very cold or callous or uncaring, uncompassionate, not having any feelings. And I just feel like that isn't the case at all. They're really struggling to release this. I feel like they could feel really pulled back to you as well. And they're just trying to kind of protect themselves. They're trying to like stand their ground, so to speak. And I feel like, you know, they could be feeling very rigid. That's why you want them to let their guard down. You want them to let you in. And they just have like this wall up. You know, it's a very stubborn energy here. You have the Queen of Pentacles here for their true intention. So I feel like they've just really been focused on themselves. They're really trying to, whether it's like focus on their home, their money situation, focus on their work, focus on themselves. This could be like a lot of self-care energy as well. Just trying to stay grounded through these difficult energies. You know, this is not really how they wanted things to go. Things definitely did not work out the way that they wanted them to with this Four of Wands in the reverse. They kind of do feel this, you know, still open energy as well. So let's clarify a few things, Gemini. You are showing up in this reading with the 8 and the 9s of Swords here. So tell me about this Empress in the reverse. We got the 8 of Pentacles. So you feel like even though maybe you guys have grown apart, or even though there's a lot of, yeah, that's the words I want to use. Even though you guys have grown apart, or there's some distance or some negativity between the two of you right now, you still feel like this is something that can be worked on. And I just would be careful of telling yourself stories with that energy as well. Because like I said, especially with the Nine of Swords being here too, I feel like you guys could be focusing on, with the 8 of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, focusing on the wrong things. So like coming up with reasons like, well, maybe it's this, or maybe they're not attracted, or maybe they're found somebody else, or maybe, you know, maybe this, maybe that. I feel like these are like things that you're trying to grab onto to make sense of things or to help you deal with things. But I feel like it's having an opposite effect. Okay, and I feel like that's exactly just what they are. They're just stories. So I feel like it could be making things harder for you. So just be careful with the stories that we kind of tell ourselves. Be careful how we talk to ourselves. Tell me about this World card in the reverse. The Four of Wands, because this is what you want. You know, the Four of Wands is reaching a goal, a finish line, an accomplishment, a union. Some of you guys could feel like this is your twin flame. But because this is what you want, you just feel like this can't be over. Tell me about this Seven of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, that's your desire, is for them to kind of let you in, the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like that's what you're waiting on as well. You're waiting for that. You're waiting for them to kind of let their guard down. Tell me about this Nine of Swords here. The Seven of Cups. So this is very emotionally overwhelming. And there's a lack of clarity. That's where I feel like these stories are coming in as well. It's like things just don't make sense and you're kind of just trying to figure things out. It's showing up as an illusion. So watch out for that. Tell me about this Queen of Cups in the reverse. The Three of Wands. So they could be not responding to your messages, or there could be like no communication. And that could be because they're afraid to reach out. They're afraid to send anything out with that Three of Wands. Because of, you know, them having such a hard time releasing already. Maybe they feel like they're not strong enough to do that. So it's like really trying to go the opposite direction with it. You have the Queen of Wands here for the Four of Pentacles. If you've been feeling like this person is not attracted to you anymore, that is not the case. Okay, that is absolutely not the case, especially with the Queen of Wands showing up, the Knight of Swords. They do want to talk to you. Okay, they do want to talk to you. There's a very stubborn energy. I do feel like this person is kind of feeling pulled between what they think is best for them and what their heart wants. Because like I said, I feel like you guys have hurt each other. I feel like you guys have just been through a lot here. And this person is doing this not because they want to, but because they feel like this is what's best for them. Maybe even what they feel like is best for you as well. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles energy. I feel like if you're worried that they're like, during this separation, that they're out here talking to this person or doing that, I don't see that here. I see this is like focus on their money, focus on themselves. The Temperance, yeah, trying to heal, trying to like, you know, regain some peace and balance. Tell me about this Four of Wands in the reverse. Got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So this is not what they wanted, but they don't want to start things back up again. They really are trying to do what they feel like is best. The Ace of Swords, you know, they have a clear head. They just feel like, wow, the Four of Cups here as well with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So they feel like you guys are on the same page, or you guys just don't get along, or no matter how much you guys try to make it work, it just doesn't. So they don't want to be cold. They don't want to do this, but this is what they feel is best for you guys. So I'm going to grab another deck. We are going to take a look at what your biggest challenge is in this situation. We're going to look at what you don't see coming, and then some advice. So what is the biggest challenge in this situation for Gemini? What is the biggest challenge in this situation? That's too many. For Gemini, what is the biggest challenge? The Three of Swords. Yeah, it's a really painful situation. I feel like you guys are really both hurting, and just managing those, you know, heavier emotions are very difficult. The thing to remember, though, with the Three of Swords, though, actually with all of the swords, but particularly the Three of Swords, it is temporary. It does get better. It does get a little easier. Each day gets a little easier. Maybe just, and even sometimes it may seem like it's not, it's like an imperceivable amount, but they will compile. Got the Two of Pentacles, and just trying to keep it together. You know, that energy, just trying to keep it together. Some days can be a challenge. You know, and allow yourself to feel how you feel. If you're a hot mess and you don't want to get off the couch, that's fine. No worries. Be a hot mess. You know, allow yourself to grieve. You're grieving. It's not any different than if you actually lose a person. They're just as absent from your life. You have to learn to live without them the same way. It's painful. So allow yourself to feel however you feel. Allow yourself to have the bad days. Because soon there will be less and less of them. What doesn't Gemini see coming? Page of Wands. So you could be on the receiving end of some kind of communication with this. The Three of Wands. Yes, there's the Three of Wands end up here. They may end up reaching out. Maybe it's just a check on you, or something like that here. You may end up getting a message from them with this energy here that could surprise you. And I think it's just because they're having a hard time staying away from you too. So it does kind of feel like it could be just a check on you to make sure you're good, or like an undercover message. Like, oh, I left my shirt there. Can I, you know, that kind of a thing where they really want to just have an excuse to talk to you for a second, make sure you're good without, you know, texting. That's obviously not good, or without, you know, coming out and saying that. It may not be that case for everybody. For some of you guys, this could just be you guys getting ready to expand and have a new beginning, taking a step in a new direction. What advice do we have? Got the Page of Pentacles. And the Devil. So be careful with messages, whether it's them sending it or you reaching out. Because there is, with the Devil, I feel like there's a little bit of toxicity here. There's a little bit of codependency here. And, you know, there's a certain level of that is just kind of, I don't want to say it's normal, or it's not normal, it's not healthy, but it's to be expected is how I want to put it. Especially if you guys have been with somebody for a long time and you're used to having somebody in your life, a certain level of that is, you know, kind of bound to happen to a point. But sometimes I think just recognizing it for what it is, okay, well, it's not this, it's just me being really used to having their presence in my life, can help that become, you know, bringing awareness to it can help us manage it. Let's put it like that. But that is what I have for you guys. So if this resonates, please let me know in the comments down below. And if it doesn't, check out your other placements. Everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or about scheduling your personals, all of that is in the description box below for you. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, go ahead and put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. So I am sending so much love and light. Until next time.